Triggers are a useful way of interacting with animations, and this video will explain how to use triggers to start an animation. I'm just going to add a title to this blank slide, and then I'm going to add a rounded rectangle shape to act as a button, a start button, so that I can use that start button to start my animation. I want my animation to begin when I click on this start button. I've added a turn animation to the circle, but I would like the first animation to be an appearance animation or a fade animation. Also, let me just change the direction of the turn and then I'll add an appearance animation. And change the order of the appearance animation so that it comes before the turn. Now I will keep the appearance animation selected in the animation pane and go up to the trigger button. Next, I have to move my mouse pointer over the uh, place where it says on click off and then choose rounded rectangle. The reason why I chose the rounded rectangle shape is because that's my start button, and when I want this animation to start when I click on the start button. And as you can see, I moved the turn animation below the appearance animation. So this is the start of the slideshow. The circle will only appear when I click on the start button, and then the other two animations will start playing. And the turn animation I wanted to play right after the appearance animation finishes. I'll do one more example of using an animation with a trigger. I'll add another rectangle so that will contain some text, and I want that rectangle to appear once I click on the facilities circle, the circle that is already there. Instead of appearance or appear animation, I'll just choose fade for both the circle and the rectangle. And as you can see, the fade animation for the circle and the turn animation for the circle will only begin once I click on the start button, and the rectangle with the text, paved roads and street lighting will only appear once I click on the facility circle.